What's up, boys? Derek Lewis just slimed out another heavyweight Texeria that should not be in the main event. Should not got this shot whatsoever. We all knew, but hey, heavyweight is fucked anyways. This guy got ranked number 13 after beating Justin Tafa. It is disgraceful. But we got to see Derek Lewis put him out in 35 seconds. I'm going to do a full recap of the card, starting from the main event all the way down to the prelim opener. Let's get started. Let's get rolling. Derek Lewis slams out Texteria in 35 seconds. From Derek Lewis, he got eye poked. He got eye poked. He got eye poked. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, my God! Let's go, Derek Lewis! Let's go, Derek Lewis! Let's see if he gets up. Let's see if he gets up. Oh, shit. What? Holy shit. He stopped it? And I didn't put out any predictions for this fight, but again, I was streaming. I streamed the whole card, live fight companion. And if you guys watch the streams, you get my takes on really anything MMA related or life related. I don't give a fuck what you ask me. I will answer you. And I was giving my predictions before every fight. I said Derek Lewis is going to knock him out. Flatline KO because, again, Texteria, 25 years old. One fight on the Contender Series, gets a KO, but was getting caught against a jobber. So, not looking good. And then knocks out another jobber like Justin Tafa. I mean, Justin Tafa is not good whatsoever. If there's any kind of skill in an MMA fight, Justin Tafa will lose. If his opponent is skilled in any type of way or physically bigger than him, which is kind of hard to be, but Texteria is a tall, powerful dude, but any type of skill for Justin Tafa is basically his downfall, and we'll get to his fucking lousy brother. And yeah, dude, I said Derek Lewis, he's gonna do what he does, bro. He's gonna knock him out, bro. This is what Derek Lewis does. He beats these guys that get an undeserved shot against him, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's what I said was gonna happen. It was gonna be a flatline KO for Derek Lewis. Texteria, he doesn't deserve it. He's getting rushed way too much after beating Justin Tafa, bro, and beating another, trying to fight another blob who actually has some skill in the striking. Not really, but trying to beat Derek Lewis after one fight in the UFC, one fight in the Contender Series, and they're throwing you up this much, trying to get some prospect going at heavyweight, and Derek Lewis just slimes him out in round one. I said it was an early stoppage, but again, let's get to the breakdown on that knockout. I mean, Derek Lewis, he got punched in the eye from Texteria. It seemed like a thumb grazed his eye, and Derek Lewis said, "Oh my eye hurt, my eye hurt." But Derek Lewis, he didn't care, dude. Derek Lewis right before this threw a jumping switch kick. I mean, I don't know. Derek Lewis, man, just athletic as fuck. Even though he's 261, he lost 4 pounds for this camp, so he really locked in for this one for sure. So Derek Lewis out there doing jumping switch kicks and everything, but gets to the knockout. He gets grazed by the thumb when Texteria hits him in the face with a punch, and Derek Lewis, oh my eye hurt, but he doesn't care. He sees Texteria coming forward. He's kind of a little jittery. Texteria was scared because Texteria thought that as soon as he moved forward, when Derek Lewis acted like he was hurt, he was just going to throw an overhand and knock him out, but it didn't matter because Derek Lewis went forward. They started trading, and then Texteria tried to plant and throw. Got caught with a lead left hook from big Derek Lewis, man. Texteria goes down. Derek Lewis pounces on him, beating him up. Texteria trying to survive. Texteria is basically, he took like 8 unanswered strikes, and Texteria starts using the fence to get up. You know, live, I didn't really see it. I was just focused on Derek Lewis hitting Texteria. I didn't see that Texteria literally grabbed the fence and was like crawling up the fence trying to get up. And yeah, honestly, not a horrible stoppage whatsoever. He used the cage to get himself up because if he didn't have the cage wasn't there, he would have gotten up. Derek Lewis would have knocked him out anyways. So Jason Herzog steps in. I thought it was an early stoppage at the time, but when I seen the replay and I saw Texteria like a fucking cat crawling in a cage, just crawling up the fence, trying to save himself, just got knocked out, bro. He got KO'd, bro. If that fence wasn't there, he would have been knocked out. He would have been out cold. Derek Lewis would have landed more follow-up shots. Texteria was done, bro. He was done. Derek Lewis gets it done, bro. Has a legendary legendary post-fight speech. I want my wife next. And yeah, dude, that was a shit impression. But anyways, Derek Lewis, legendary post-fight speech. We all love it. We all love him for that. And took his shorts off, mooned the crowd, threw his cup in the crowd, threw his shorts in the crowd. I mean, Derek Lewis, he was talking about fighting Tom Aspinall. And honestly, I think there's a roadmap for him to get there. I think, because supposedly from what I heard, Waldo Cortez Acosta is scheduled to fight Sergey. And if Waldo loses that fight, and I don't know, Waldo loses that fight, or he wins that fight, I don't know, you could do Derek Lewis for Sergey Spivak, and then have Derek Lewis fight Waldo off a loss or off a dub after beating or losing to Sergey Pavlovich, and then have them fight. And then, honestly, Derek Lewis is two fights away or one fight away from a title shot. And I don't know, what heavyweight right now, this is kind of like a weird thing to talk about. Usually me talking about this, Derek Lewis getting a title shot, especially right now, he's like ranked number 9, is hard. It would have been hard, if Tom wasn't the champ yet and Jones was still the champ, and then like a couple years ago. But now, since heavyweight is just so dry and Tom Aspinall's already beat almost everybody in the heavyweight division already, this is the type of things we're talking about, dude. Heavyweight is so dead. That's why they're throwing Talis and Teixeira. That's why they gave Talis and Teixeira the 13th ranked spot after beating Justin Tafa, who wasn't ranked whatsoever. But anyways, dude, I just can't get over how they ranked Talis and Teixeira number 13. Because you beat Justin Tafa, one fight in the UFC, and you're getting a shot against Derek Lewis. But I don't know, maybe they saw something in him, but he got caught on the chin, got put down. Derek Lewis pounced on him, put him out. And yeah, dude, these odds were crazy. I couldn't believe they were in favor of Talis and Teixeira this much, man. They were in favor of him this much. There was a lot of underdogs winning on this card. We'll get to the co-main event. That was an underdog win. Yeah, dude, a lot of underdogs winning on this card. Derek Lewis, this was not, the odds were disrespectful here, dude. People underestimate Derek Lewis, but Derek Lewis gets it done. First round KO. And yeah, dude, entertaining as much as it was. Entertaining as while it lasted, dude. And post-fight speech was awesome. So, yep, but Derek Lewis puts him out. 2 fights away for a title shot. 1 fight away from a title shot. Derek Lewis is. Talis and Teixeira send his motherfucker back to the Apex. And yes, moving on, buddy. Co-main event. All right. So, here we have Stephen Thompson winning against Gabriel Bonfim. So, this was a robbery. This is a blatant robbery. Gabriel Bonfim wins the first round. Second round comes. Stephen Thompson rocks him. First of all, he splits his shin open off a check from Gabriel Bonfim. Splits his shin open, and he was able to recover and rock Gabriel Bonfim with a head kick. And damn near kind of almost finished him. And Stephen Thompson, Wonderboy, was a little younger, a little more pep in his step, a little more fast twitch. When he was younger, he would have finished Gabriel Bonfim. But still, obvious round 2, 10-9 for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Round 3. So, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson rocks. He rocked Gabriel Bonfim again. A flush head kick again on Bonfim. What does Bonfim do? He holds Wonderboy against the fence for 1 minute 30 seconds and does no damage. So, even though there wasn't that much striking in the third round, if I go to the striking here, Wonderboy clearly had the striking advantage in the third round. Landed a flush head kick, landed a lot of pitter-patter shots, a lot of straights. Not that much straights, I mean, he landed the better shots. Definitely won on the damage-based scoring criteria. But again, 2 takedowns for Gabriel Bonfim. But what did he do with it? He didn't do anything with it. And we see this time and time again. Depending on who it is, for some reason they want to push Gabriel Bonfim. They want to push him. They give him a shot against Wonderboy. Then they give him a robbery decision win. I mean, Bonfim, honestly, after seeing this performance, bro, he doesn't survive top 10 welterweight. Gabriel Bonfim is not good, bro. He's not good. Gabriel Bonfim is not good. He does not survive top 10 welterweight. And the fact they gave this fucking dude a robbery win over a legend, over a UFC legend like Wonderboy, and they're going to disrespect him like this, giving Bonfim a robbery decision win. I thought it was a pre-written scorecard, 29-28 Bonfim. I thought that was because two judges had it 29-28 Bonfim. They both gave him both judges gave, because there's one card for Wonderboy. They gave him round 3. That is the perfect scorecard. That was the correct scorecard. Two of the judges, like Ron McCleary and Mike something, I don't know, they gave Gabriel Bonfim round 3. Now, what did Gabriel Bonfim do in round 3? Yeah. If you're thinking the same fucking thing, yeah. Nothing. When I think of what Gabriel Bonfim did in round 3, damage-wise, that was actually score him the round, I think of nothing. My head goes fucking blank. But they give him to him anyways because he held Wonderboy against the fence and got a takedown that he did nothing with. 2 takedowns. But Wonderboy, dude, he landed a flush head kick right on Bonfim's dome. Landed the better shots. Won on the damage-based scoring criteria, but still they gave it to Bonfim because he gets a couple takedowns and holds him against the fence. Like, why are you rewarding this type of fighting? This is a damage-based scoring criteria. I mean, the judges, they know that. And they're saying that a flush head kick from Wonderboy isn't good enough as smudging against the fence and no damage. So, then it makes me wonder, why would they want to push Gabriel Bonfim? Why would they give him a robbery decision win? Why? Gabriel Bonfim has no stock. This fool got fucking fraud checked by Nicholas Dalby. He gassed out against Nicholas Dalby and got finished. And so what stock does Gabriel Bonfim have? The Bonfim brother hype is dead, bro. The Bonfim brother hype is dead. Why the fuck are you pushing this guy? Why are you giving him a fucking shot against Wonderboy? I mean, honestly, like, this fight is kind of weird in the first place that it got made, but now that they want to give him a pre-written scorecard 29-28 win over a legend who won the fight, clearly won that fight, and the fact that they're going to disrespect Wonderboy like this, and after such a long and good career in the UFC, they're just going to have him fight an up-and-coming contender that no one fucking heard of, and they're going to give Bonfim the win no matter what. It's like, why are you trying to get Wonderboy out of there? This guy still has pop, bro. People love Wonderboy. Why are you giving him these grappling fights? I mean, Gabriel Bonfim, he tried to initiate the grappling, but what I said in the prediction, I was like, Wonderboy's going to win a decision. I said Wonderboy's going to win by decision or 3rd round TKO. Because Wonderboy has been doing this his whole career, bro. He's been fighting against grapplers. He's been doing anti-wrestling his whole career. And he did very good on the ground, bro. Gabriel Bonfim had his back in the first round, but he was able to shake him off and get on top. I mean, I said Wonderboy was going to win by 3rd round TKO or decision, but they fucking gave it to Bonfim. Fucking disgraceful. I mean, what does Bonfim bring to the fucking UFC? What does he bring? This man was scared on the feet against a 42-year-old Wonderboy. Karate guy. This guy was wobbling on the feet, taking flush head kicks to the dome. And then they're going to reward him for holding Wonderboy against the fence because they want to push this new prospect into the fucking top 10 rankings. This is fucking stupid, bro. This is fucking bullshit. The fact that they're going to rob Wonderboy like this and they're going to rob him of a win just because they want to give this fucking guy a pre-written scorecard and they think that the welterweight division needs more prospects. Man, fuck you. Fuck the judges. Fuck the UFC for disrespecting Wonderboy like this, and honestly, dude, fuck this. I need Gabriel Bonfim to be slimed out cold in his next fight. Bonfim slimed out cold. I don't know who's in the 12th ranked spot right now. I heard talks of Randy Brown versus Bonfim next. I need that. I need talks of, I have no idea. I'm going to have to look at the rankings, bro. Honestly, I'm going to have to look at the rankings. Honestly, I'm going to look at them right now. I'm looking at the rankings right now. So he's going to take number 12 spot. Let me think. Let's see. Who's there? CP. MVP is not going to fight him. I mean, everybody else really has a fight here. Gilbert Burns is not going to fight him. Jeff Neal has a fight against Protez. I mean, honestly, dude. So I guess the only one that kind of makes sense, the one that I heard so far, was Randy Brown. Randy Brown, please slime this man out. Please, Nicholas Dalby, come back for the second time. Find him in the street. Find him when he's walking around in the street enjoying his good time in Brazil. Track his ass fucking down and slime him out cold on the street. Out cold. Please. Because he knows, deep down, I know Gabriel Monfils knows he didn't win this fight. I know he doesn't know. I know he knows. I know he knows that he didn't win this fight. And that's cool and go along with it because you got your hand raised and it's a win. Fuck you, dude. Honestly. Randy Brown, get him up out of there. That's the only guy I've seen in talks. Shout out. The boy MMA Guru put out a tweet. Said, slime this fool out. Get him the fuck out of here. I think so. Moving on, dude. Fucking disgraceful. That's 2 underdog wins I predicted. I got Derek Lewis, and then I got Wonderboy. That's who I picked. I said Wonderboy by 3rd round TKO or decision. He won that fight. Calvin Kattar, Steve Garcia. Calvin Kattar. The great downfall of Calvin Kattar. The Tony Ferguson of the featherweight division, Calvin Kattar. Just to see the downfall Calvin Kattar has taken, you know, close fight with Sabit, and taking the Holloway beating really changed him. Coming back against Giga Chikadze, and then getting robbed against Josh Emmett. And it's just, man, Calvin Kattar, I mean, knocking out Jeremy Stevens, that with that nasty fucking elbow, man. This guy, he was nasty. I think I've seen Calvin Kattar chain a front kick and 2 leg, a 3-2, nasty. I don't forget against who, but man, Calvin Kattar, when he was on the come up, dude, and that right before that Holloway fight, it's like the stock was up, dude. The stock was up, and he was catching Holloway with big shots, but that was very little. That was very little representation of what actually happened in that fight. I mean, Calvin Kattar got beat the fuck up, dude. I mean, Calvin Kattar, I think he's just, yeah, dude, he's had knee injuries. He's fucked up his nose. I mean, Calvin Kattar has just taken so much damage over the course of his career so far, and it's just like, I don't think he's going to get any better for him. I mean, losing to Yusuf Zalal, just not being able to do enough, man. It's just, I don't know, man. He lost it. I mean, Steve Garcia, he's really good. Steve Garcia knocked out Chase Hooper. Steve Garcia is on like a 5-fight KO streak, and he almost knocked out Calvin Kattar in the 3rd round. He doubled up on a left hook, which Calvin Kattar didn't expect, and dropped Calvin Kattar and kind of like folded him against the fence. And I thought Steve Garcia was going to get that finish, but overall in this fight, Steve Garcia, great pace, great cardio, great dynamic striking. Always mixing it up. Always mixing it up. Looking always to throw front kicks, body kicks, low kicks, and mixing in with the shots to the body, straight right hands to the body, throwing them up top. Those 3-2s, those 1-2s were money, always landing on Kattar. And yeah, almost dropped him in the 3rd round, pretty bad. Folded Calvin Kattar like a lawn chair against the fence, and he almost got that knockout, bro. He almost got it. But overall, dude, 30-27. He won all 3 rounds. I didn't pick this fight. I don't even know what I picked. But honestly, I had the idea that Steve Garcia might win, but I didn't pick this one. I don't know who I wanted to pick, but I thought, because I knew I wasn't going to pick Calvin Kattar, so I'm assuming I was thinking Steve Garcia. I mean, I should have put out a prediction video, but I said clearly that Derek Lewis and Wonderboy were going to win, but I don't even know where I picked this fight. I probably picked Steve Garcia, but I'm just not going to say anything about it. I didn't pick this one. And yeah, dude, Steve Garcia just 30-27 dominates Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar is just, it's over, man. It's over. Like 5-fight losing streak now for Calvin Kattar. 5-fight losing streak. And yeah, bro, I think it's over for Calvin Kattar. I think one more against some prospect, and then he's going to get cut. I mean, Calvin Kattar really needs to fucking turn it around. I mean, I don't think he's not getting any younger. He needs to change something, dude. He needs to change his mentality. Because he's always getting beat by the guy that's going first. And Steve Garcia was always going first and always keeping him at bay with that. Because Steve Garcia kept throwing his lead hand out there to kind of just keep Calvin Kattar at bay, trying to keep him from going first. And Steve Garcia was always the guy going first, being more dynamic, and just ultimately took Max Holloway's approach against Calvin Kattar and just made it into his own strategy. Basically did the same shit. Always went first, always were more dynamic, landing with the bigger, cleaner shots. Calvin Kattar, man. Honestly, it's sad to see. It's sad to see. Sad to see, but Steve Garcia gets a dominant 30-27 win, drops him in the third round, almost finishes him. Steve Garcia, man, going up the rankings. I think he's number 13 ranked now. Let me think. Who should he fight next at featherweight? I don't know. Is Nathaniel Wood ranked? Because I think that would be a banger fight at featherweight. I think that would be a banger fight at featherweight. Dan Ige is fighting fucking Patricia Pitbull. Take that spot. Looking at the... Oh, my gosh. There's not really much for Steve Garcia right now because everybody's a lot really booked other than David Onama from what I know. Because Zalal is going to fight... I don't think he's going to fight down. Ige, Patricio, Silva, Diego Lopez, Josh Emmett. You could do Steve Garcia versus Josh Emmett, now that I think about it. Honestly, for him next, bro, I'd put Steve Garcia versus Josh Emmett. Quite a big little jump up the rankings, but I think it's a good fight for Steve Garcia. Josh Emmett versus Steve Garcia next. Moving on. This got fight of the night. What the fuck? I mean, I guess. Nate Landwehr versus Morgan Charrier. I said Nate Landwehr would win. And I thought that, especially that, like, I thought I was going to be truly right when I saw Nate Landwehr going forward and landing on Morgan Charrier, winning that second round. And, yeah, Morgan Charrier came out strong, came out fast twitch in the first round, definitely won that first round, was throwing those leg kicks very well, landing those straight right hands very well, landing on Nate Landwehr. And second round comes by, Morgan Charrier starts getting overwhelmed by Nate Landwehr. And this is when I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Nate Landwehr was just making it dirty. Always in Morgan Charrier's face, not giving him time to think, not giving him time to go first. Nate Landwehr was always throwing something in his face anytime Morgan Charrier felt comfortable. Anytime that Morgan Charrier's like, all right, let me think, boom. He started getting hit with a jab with a sloppy 1-2 from Nate Landwehr. And Nate Landwehr's moving forward and throwing a jab right after his 2. I mean, Nate Landwehr just kept extending the combinations. Nothing really a lot of steam behind him, but what I said is that in this fight that Morgan Charrier can get cracked, and I think Nate Landwehr will. And I thought, after seeing that second round, I was like, yeah, Nate Landwehr's going to snowball Morgan Charrier, and he's probably going to finish him in the third round. Third round comes out. I mean, oh, my man, it's kind of sad because this was in Tennessee, and then Nate Landwehr's from Clarksville, Tennessee. And Clarksville, Tennessee! Nate the Train in the UFC. Yeah, bro, like, it was hype. I mean, it was hype. I've seen Nate Landwehr's fights before this, and, oh my god, if he would have got this win, dude, it would have been so awesome, dude. The clips would have been insane, but Morgan Charrier comes out, lands a straight right hand behind the ear of Nate Landwehr as Nate Landwehr's dipping down, and it rocks him too bad where he's able to really think clearly, like to shoot for a takedown or try to use his head movement. Nate Landwehr was just a sitting duck, just fucking, really just standing there like a daywalker, just like keeping his hands somewhere near his face, and then a left uppercut comes out of nowhere as Charrier's just throwing. He's just like, it's fucking schoolyard straight fight. The schoolyard, like when the black kids jump the Mexican kid by the bathrooms, and they're just winging hooks on him. And yeah, and then it should remind me of just like a little Mexican kid getting picked on by a big black kid, and then they're just fucking throwing winging hooks on him while the kid's covering up. And then, but Morgan Charrier able to land an uppercut, kind of like a hook / shovel uppercut, right on Nate Landwehr's chin. Nate Landwehr just goes, like if you've seen somebody like take it, just like honestly just went full ragdoll, fell down. Ref seen enough, steps in. It's all over. Morgan Charrier gets the dub, shuts everybody up. Makes me salty. Fuck Morgan Charrier. I don't know who he should fight next, really. Morgan Charrier just not really... He's not having a really good UFC career so far. I think he's just about breaking even on wins and losses. So yeah, Morgan Charrier gets it done. Fight of the night bonus, I guess. But yeah, moving on. Victor Pacino versus Austin Lane. I said Victor Pacino was going to win. Victor Pacino looks fucking huge. Victor Pacino looks so big. And this is honestly a really good move for Victor Pacino moving up to heavyweight because he was clearly not skilled enough. I mean, the man stuck his head in a guillotine against Anthony Smith, and the man got Kamaru Usman KO'd by fucking Justin Jacoby. And clearly he wasn't skilled enough to be at light heavy. So moved up to heavy like any smart light heavyweight that's not good enough does. Johnny Walker, this is what you should do. But Victor Pacino looks fucking massive. He's huge as fuck. I mean, dude, he's 240 something, but dude, he is massive. He is so fucking big. And Victor Pacino uses the grappling to his advantage. Austin Lane just not really good at anything. You know, Austin Lane looks kind of like a fucking clap nose gnome. But Austin Lane, dude. Oh, man. It's just when someone's so bad and they shouldn't be in the UFC, it's kind of sad to see them there, see them lose. Because you want to see them to win because they're so bad and they can't win. But Victor Pacino, able to get Austin Lane down, able to get top mount. And, yeah, dude. But Victor Pacino was kind of just laying on him. Waiting for an opening, waiting for Austin Lane to make a mistake. Which he did, trying to get up, went to his stomach. Victor Pacino took the back, got the rear naked choke, got the dub. Just made it look easy. I think Victor Pacino can do this, just smudge fat. Austin Lane's not fat, but he is just overall unskilled. I mean, they're saying like Austin Lane went to ATT, American Top Team, right before this fight, trying to get better, but then he looked worse. But I don't know. I guess Victor Pacino is just good. I mean, he's honestly just good for a heavyweight, I guess, unranked heavyweight. But Austin Lane gets submitted, bro. I think he's going to get cut from the UFC. You honestly should just cut him. Austin Lane, when these NFL players trying to come be UFC fighters, they just can't do it because they don't have a good chance. They're just dumb and they can't fight. So get Austin Lane up out of the UFC, send him to the regional scene. Yeah, go have him fight for like 7 for 7 on a regional scene promotion. I don't know. Or have him go to BKFC where he gets knocked out like Greg Hardy. Victor Pacino submits Austin Lane because Austin Lane is just not good enough. And we'll get to the fight before that happened, before this one, dude. Someone who really should get fucking cut from the UFC, and you should fucking get cut. Please cut him. But yeah, Victor Pacino submits. No skill Austin Lane. Let's talk about someone else who has even less skill than Austin Lane. Junior Tafa, get this fucking guy out of the UFC, please. Unsigned, cut every single Pacific Islander other than Holloway from the UFC because Junior Tafa, just like Justin Tafa and Jai Tuivasa, these people were just fluking wins. These people are scrappers and they just can't win. I mean, Tai Tuivasa drop gone just shows how shit heavyweight is, but the Pacific Islanders, man, they just suck. They are like the worst heavyweight fighters of ever. I mean, Junior Tafa was getting leg kick TKO'd against Andre de Lima at heavyweight. So I'm wondering, what was he thinking? Okay, so I'm so bad I can't go for skill at heavyweight. Let me go to a harder division like light heavy, a more skill for skill division like light heavyweight, and let's see how my no skill does at a more skilled division, light heavyweight. I mean, I don't know what Junior Tafa was thinking. Like, if he got farther heavyweight, is this guy gonna fucking beat fucking I already forgot his name. I blanked out on his name. Azamat Murzakanov. Is this guy, was he thinking like, yeah, I think I'll beat Azamat Murzakanov when I make far light heavyweight, and then I think if I just lost weight and I'll be really better. But nah, bro, you were just ass. Nah, bro, you were just ass, bro. You were never good. You were never good. You had pop on the feet. Yeah, you do. I give you that. You got pop on the feet. You have good slugging strikes, but bro, when it comes to any type of other sport inside MMA, when it comes to mixing the martial arts, dude, you are horrible. You are horrible. I mean, getting submitted by Tuco Tacos, getting submitted by Tuco Tacos, that is honestly worse. I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. Getting submitted by Tuco Tacos. I mean, Tuco Tacos, Tuco Tacos has a skill level of like an unranked heavyweight. And yes, he's bad. He's bad for light heavyweight. Tuco Tacos is not good. But Junior Tafa is even worse. That's honestly crazy that Junior Tafa has been allowed to fight in the UFC for being this ass. I mean, Honestly, getting leg kick TKO'd at heavyweight is honestly embarrassing. I mean, you over here getting leg kick TKO'd by a guy who got flying kneed by Derek Lewis. And it's like, how bad does it get? I mean, how bad is heavyweight? I mean, Junior Tafa is honestly probably like one of the worst heavyweights of all time. I think Junior Tafa might lose. He probably would have lost to Greg Hardy. That's how far I'm going to go. Because Junior Tafa is so bad. He is so bad. And anybody with any type of skill in any other martial art, like kickboxing or wrestling, it's just going to beat Junior Tafa. Junior Tafa, I saw a meme where it's like, Junior Tafa thought MMA was just striking, and now he mad. So now he look at him, he mad. And it was just him on the ground looking all frustrated because Tuco Tacos hit him with a sloppy-ass double leg. And if anybody that wrestled in fucking high school would have been able to get out of. So Junior Tafa just gets absolutely mogged by Tuco Tacos in the grappling. He did rock Tuco Tacos on the feet, man. He did rock him on the feet. And yes, he did. And that's what everybody was thinking in the come up to this fight. But I think these odds were just honestly disrespectful. I mean, Junior Tafa being a favorite in any fight is just disrespectful. When I saw this guy get leg kick TKO'd at heavyweight, I was like, okay, this guy is actually really horrible. And then when I see that he's going down to a lighter weight class where there's more skill in that weight class, I was like, okay, now this guy is retarded. So, if you're not skilled enough for heavyweight, what makes you think you're going to be better at light heavy after just losing weight? Like, bro, that wasn't the reason that you were losing. That wasn't the reason. You were just ass. So, Taco Tocos, man, just out-wrestles him, out-jiu-jitsu him. I mean, Taco Tocos is not even a good grappler. He could have got that front headlock guillotine like Jones did on Gone so many times. I was calling for it in the stream. I was like, lock in on that front headlock guillotine, and then you'll get an easy submission win. Because Junior Tafa was literally sitting on his ass against the fence. I mean, this man when it comes to take down the fence and getting up is honestly abysmal. I mean, I just can't believe this man was fighting in the UFC. Just seeing how bad he was and how I mean, Mo Usman exposed him, but like, this is honestly a different level of ass. Tuco Taco submits you with an arm triangle, and you do really nothing to get out of it. Cut him from the UFC. Cut Austin Lane from the UFC. I'm fucking done talking about this shit. Let's move on. Max Griffin, Chris Curtis. I'm mad at Chris Curtis for this performance because Chris Curtis looked like he had no intent to finish this fight, even though he could have. Max Griffin was basically running along the fence the whole fight. Obviously, if Chris Curtis invested more into the body, he could have slowed Max Griffin down a lot more and TKO'd him in the third round. But overall, just a tit-for-tat fight, back and forth, and then someone scored it for Griffin, which is honestly fucking retarded. And Max Griffin, he was landing shots on Chris Curtis when he was backed up against the fence on the back foot, but overall, Chris Curtis was just able to just land the better shots, land the cleaner shots, more impactful shots. But the thing is, what I was saying in the live stream was that Chris Curtis needs to extend his combinations more. He was going two to three punch combination. That was it. And usually against the fence, he would land like a jab, two into the left hook to the body. If he would have followed up with like a right hand over the top and a left hook to the body and another one to the body, just kind of like the jab, uppercut to the body, right hand over the top and to the body again, those would have added up so well. And that could have got him a finish. But Chris Curtis, I don't know, dude. He's almost 40 years old. Just kind of out there. It kind of looks like he just wanted to earn a paycheck, bro. Honestly, he looks like he really no intent to finish this fight. Made it way too close. And basically, it just took Sean Strickland's style of just winning a fight by decision, just point fighting. Tit for tat fight. Kind of entertaining here and there. I was just honestly kind of mad at Chris Curtis not going for a finish. He gets the dub. I mean, honestly, I don't know what this really does. Moves back down to welterweight. Yes, he's better here, but it's just kind of like, if that's all he put out there, if that was his, I'm ready for welterweight performance, look at my skill, he's not going far. Because, honestly, dude, if he's getting caught by Max Griffin, while Max Griffin's backing up on the back foot the whole fight, I can only imagine what Carlos Prates can do to this guy, what Jeff Neal can do to this guy. But really, anybody Morales can do to this guy. I don't know, imagine what Randy Brown could do to this guy, or Muslim Sadikov can do to this guy. I can only imagine what they can do against Chris Curtis if he's getting caught on the back foot by Max Griffin. I think Chris Curtis would lose to Michael Chiesa. I'm going to go that far. Because this performance was horrible. I mean, it wasn't horrible that he didn't look good. It was just that no intent to finish the fight and making it way too fucking close. And Max Griffin was drilling body kicks against Chris Curtis. And that, honestly, he could have kept doing that. He could have kept doing that, and that could have served him well and could have got him a decision win. Too close for comfort for Chris Curtis, man. Honestly, a bad performance. Bad performance from Chris Curtis. And gets the dub, but again, I don't think he goes far at welterweight if he thinks that's going to get him far whatsoever. So, yeah, moving on. Jake Matthews submits Chidi Njokuani in a minute. And I said Jake Matthews was going to chin Chidi Njokuani. I thought he was going to win right before the fight. And I didn't think by submission because Jake Matthews, yes, he has lost fights here and there. But again, I still thought he was good enough. He's still the good welterweight. And I thought he was going to beat Chidi Njokuani. Chidi Njokuani is good, though. Great knees up the middle. Tall guy, rangy guy for the weight class. And I thought he was probably, he has a really good chance. This is a really close fight. And he was the favorite. But Jake Matthews was able to get that back and get that standing guillotine choke, man. And then standing rear naked choke. But again, it was kind of sad because Chidi Njokuani looked so fucking sad. And I was like, damn, bro, Jake Matthews just went out there and submitted him in a minute. And honestly, it was entertaining while it lasted. I mean, not really much to see. Goes out there, gets the back, subs him in round 1 in a minute. Nothing really else to it. Jake Matthews versus somebody, I don't know yet. But yeah, nothing really much to add. Moving on. Eduardo Mora versus my goon queen, Lauren Murphy. I mean, Lauren Murphy, I got to give it to her, man. Being the most chopped woman in the UFC and being the worst fighter in the UFC, I got to give it to her, man. The audacity to say in your retirement speech that you're still fucking these girls up out here is crazy. I got to give it to her. She has the audacity. She has no shame. She has really no self-awareness. Because Lauren Murphy is honestly one of the worst fighters I've ever seen. And one of the most chopped. I mean, not to being chopped, being the worst and the most delusional and the most non-self-aware. Honestly, bro, I mean, this fight was boring. I mean, Edward Mora, I'm surprised she didn't get a finish. She was honestly kind of gassing out on beating up Lauren Murphy. And she wasn't really landing shots well. And I'm surprised that Lauren Murphy actually landed strikes in this fight. And I'm surprised that there's actually 38 of her strikes were called significant. Yeah, I was surprised. Nothing much to add, bro. This is Lauren Murphy's retirement fight. I felt like crying in the post-fight speech because she's just such a legend into the sport. And I don't know what I'm going to do without my most chopped queen in the UFC. But she loses. She gets your ass beat 30-27 L. I don't know what else to say. I think she won round 2, actually. She might have won round 2, but I don't know. She takes the L. I don't really give a fuck. Edward Mora, she's not. I don't. After this performance, bro, she kind of. I said in the stream, she kind of looks like that fat face bully that bullies you like in kindergarten or something like that, or takes your fucking lunch pail, or takes your pencil bag, or I don't know, puts glue on your fucking hair. I don't know, but she kind of gives me this weird. Her face gave me this weird like bully when I was an alien kid feeling. Lauren Murphy looks like a fucking reptilian with her like if you take a. Like, if you took off the face, her, like, skin on her face, she would probably look like a lizard. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to do without my most chopped queen in the UFC, Lauren Murphy. But, honestly, who gives a fuck? Moving on. Walter Walker. You know, honestly, man, like, heel hooks don't really work in high-level MMA. Who gives a fuck, bro? Walter Walker exists. He exists. I said Walter Walker would chin Kenny Nzechukwu on the live stream because Kenny Nzechukwu is chinny. He can get knocked out, and I think Walter Walker can chin him. He does have that raw physical power. That's what I thought, and he did almost chin Kenny Nzechukwu in the first minute. He almost did. He almost chinned him like in the first exchange. Kenny Nzechukwu was hurt, but Walter Walker was able to get that body lock. Kenny Nzechukwu facing the fence, and Walter Walker, this heel hook setup was fucking awesome to watch, dude. Body lock against the fence. Not really going anywhere from here. Kenny Nzechukwu was not expecting this shit whatsoever. Walter Walker drops, throws his legs over, gets his legs past the knee, gets that knee past that death area for the fucking knee ligaments, latches up that heel hook so good, and just tears Kenny Nzechukwu's knee apart in the first minute. 3 heel hook submissions in a row. This guy is fucking, oh my god, bro. I mean, it was so amazing to watch and see heel hooks like used in MMA, see them be finished, and honestly bring a smile to my face. Walter Walker at heavyweight. His brother should move up to heavyweight as well, and because I think they'll make a killing. Walter Walker, because Kenny Nzechukwu is good, man. This guy's he was good at light heavyweight, but he saw that if he moved up to heavyweight, since he's a good light heavy, he's like, I'll make a killer heavyweight. But yeah, dude, I thought it was gonna be a close fight, but Walter Walker would eventually chin Kenny Nzechukwu, but Kenny Nzechukwu gets caught in a heel hook that he doesn't expect, isn't see coming, bro. That was crazy. And yes, dude, heel hooked him in the first minute. Good heavyweight, Kenny Nzechukwu, that is. They gotta give Walter Walker like a jump up in fucking competition. Put Walter Walker versus Shamil Gaziev or something. That'd be honestly a fight I'd love to see. Or Mick Parkin, or who's another heavyweight? Put him against fucking Victor Petrino. I don't know. Honestly, a really impressive heel hook submission. They're able to drop down on that heel hook like that. Just looks so clean, so done well, rehearsed so well in the gym. Just able to drop down for that heel hook, made it look really easy, gets him out of there in a minute. Honestly, awesome performance for Walter Walker. That he deserves that performance bonus. Moving on. Mitch Ramirez versus Mike Davis. These odds were kind of disrespectful because Mitch Ramirez, he did have some moments in this fight. He was catching Mike Davis on the feet, and Mitch Ramirez can take a shot. He can take a shot. I saw that early in the fight. He could take a shot. And he was surviving the submission attempts from Mike Davis. He was able to get out of those rear naked choke attempts. And I was like, oh, we have something. Yeah, all right now. We have something going on here. But Mike Davis channeled in his older self in his striking, in his crazy striking. And Mike Davis was able to basically just smother Mitch Ramirez on the feet. He threw like a flying knee, which hurt Mitch Ramirez, and landed a right hook right behind it. Like right hook or left hook right behind it. And we're able to put him down, knock him out. Awesome performance from Mike Davis. Impressive that Rich Ramirez survived those rear naked choke attempts in the first round, and being able to survive and get up and be able to survive those, and being able to land on the feet. Mitch Ramirez was landing on the feet. He does have pop in his shots, and Mike Davis was eating those shots. And I think this fight, the odds were kind of crazy. Minus 1,000 favorite Mike Davis, because Mitch Ramirez was landing. He did have some good combinations and some good pop in his shots. Mike Davis just able to smother him and make it crazy enough. Lands a flying knee, right hook right behind it, puts down Mitch Ramirez. Yeah, dude, nothing really else to say to it. Lightweight. I don't know what's next for Mike Davis. Maybe, I don't know, Rebecca's already all up there. I'm trying to think of another lightweight prospect. I'm not coming to me right now. But Mike Davis knocks out Rich Ramirez. Great win. Fatima Klein. I didn't see this one on stream versus Melissa Martinez. Melissa Martinez looks like a fucking insect. I just wanted to add that. But Fatima Klein, overall just the more dynamic striker, the more well-versed mixed martial arts fighter. Fatima Klein, overall just outdoing Melissa Martinez on the feet. And just honestly, just making her look like she doesn't deserve to be out there. Melissa Martinez was landing though, but Fatima Klein would always land those straight right hands, those front kicks, and always land those body kicks. Fatima Klein hit it with that Leon Edwards, kind of like hit the rear hand, threw like a straight right into a body kick, made Melissa Martinez slip right into it, knocks her down, puts her out, and honestly, a really nasty KO for women's MMA, and I was happy to see it. Cool, Fatima Klein. I love the KO. I'm not saying I love to see her fight again, but yeah, I want to see your fight. Kind of, I don't know. Melissa Martinez gets knocked out. Just gets shown that she's not. I mean, I guess she is UFC level, but Fatima Klein is just her. She's just her. Knocks him out with a straight. Throws her straight, kind of blinds Melissa Martinez. Melissa Martinez slips right into the head kick. Nasty, great setup. Throw those body kicks, go up high later. Great setup from Fatima Klein. Honestly, first time in a while that I've seen an impressive women's MMA finish. And yeah, Fatima Klein. Cool as fuck. That was really nice to watch. Anyways, that was the full Fight Night recap. Honestly, dude, it was a crazy, and it was a really, I think it was a good card. I think it was a good card. Good, crazy card. And I think that, honestly, I don't know. I think this card is probably going to perform a lot better. I mean, it performed already, but I think the 318 card is going to be a lot worse than this when it comes to performances. I don't know. It's just my honest opinion. But honestly, great card. Great time on the stream. And if you guys watch the stream, I would say thank you guys for watching the stream. Again, come watch my streams. You're going to ask me anything, I'll answer. We can watch the fights together, get my live reactions, my live commentary, and what I think about these fights. Give you a little insight. But thank you guys for watching the recap. That was the full recap. Yeah, dude. Week coming up. We got UFC 318 coming up. I'm going to do a breakdown video sometime this week, and then maybe some other videos. Thinking about doing the most chopped women fighters ever. Like the top 10 most chopped women's fighters currently in MMA. Or of all time, really, in the UFC. Most chopped, top 10 most chopped UFC women's MMA fighters. I think I'm going to do that video next, right after this one, because after seeing Lauren Murphy, I feel like being a villain. I feel like being a villain today, so I might just make that video and just make a couple jokes here and there and just judge women's bodies, because I feel like a fucking villain. Alright, so, anyways, great card, good card, great card. I'm gonna go great. I'm gonna go great card. Honestly, really entertaining. I mean, not really stinkers, and then of course the robbery decision against Wonderboy. I still can't get over that. I'm honestly thinking about looking into that more, and really just trying to see like where that goes from here and what happens to Wonderboy after this. If he gets a disrespectful matchup after this, I'm honestly going to. I mean, there's nothing really much I can do. Now that I think about it, other than illegal shit. But again, anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.